The 2015 Mercedes-Benz C-Class Wagon. While Mercedes-Benz has a long tradition with wagon body styles in the midsize market, with the E-Class estate model going back to the mid-1970s, its first compact grocery getter didn't arrive until the 1990s. It may have to do with the fact that it didn't offer a compact until the 1980s, but it took the German brand until 1996 to launch a 5-door version of the class. Come 2014 and the W205 just became the third generation of the compact executive to gain a station wagon body. Called the T-Modell on its local market, the latest C-Class wagon joins a small segment contested only by a handful of automakers. More specifically, BMW and Audi are the only premium carmakers offering alternatives in the form of the 3 Series Sports Wagon and A4 Avant. Adding a bit of drama to this is the fact that Mercedes-Benz isn't planning to bring the C-Class wagon to the US, leaving North American customers just one solid option, the 3 Series Sports Wagon. However, the C-Class wagon benefits from a firm presence in Europe, where it's sold in just about every market. Continue reading to learn more about the Mercedes-Benz C-Class wagon. Exterior. Essentially a C-Class with a station wagon rear end, the new estate model is longer and wider than the outgoing version. With the brand new C-Class sedan having been unveiled last year, the wagon version had very few secrets to hold on to as far as its design was concerned. Essentially a C-Class with a station wagon rear end, the new estate model is longer and wider than the outgoing version. The wheelbase sees a 3.1-inch increase to 111.8 inches, while the overall length and width have gained 3.7 inches and 1.5 inches respectively. Besides being a practical family and goods hauler, the C-Class wagon doesn't miss on the attractive looks and the sportiness of the new C-Class. The vehicle is equally impressive when viewed from the front, while the rear fascia has been carefully modeled and blended into the new, modern design. Just like the sedan, the wagon is also available with 2 different faces, one that features the luxury grille with the Mercedes star on the hood and one that wears a sports grille and retails as the exclusive line. Revised rear end. Interior. Thanks to its longer wheelbase, the grocery getter is roomier and provides rear seat passengers with extra legroom. Most of the cabin may be identical to the one seen in the C-Class sedan, but the wagon has a few tricks up its sleeve. Thanks to its longer wheelbase, the grocery getter is roomier and will allow the rear seat passengers to enjoy an extra 1.7 inches of space. Shoulder room, elbow room and headroom are also more generous in the new C-Class wagon. What's more, the maximum load capacity has been increased to a reportedly best-in-class 53.3 cubic feet 1,510 liters when the rear seats are folded flat and to 17.3 cubic feet 490 liters when the seats are up. Adding to the wagon's practicality is the new 40/20/40 split configuration of the rear seats, which means the C-Class can also be used as a 4 or a 3-seater, while still carrying impressive amounts of luggage. Of course, the wagon comes packed with plenty of convenience features, including a central display with a 7-inch screen or a larger, 8.4-inch screen when selected with the command system. The brand new center console, the new seats and the more premium materials seen on the C-Class sedan have been transferred to the wagon as well. Drivetrain. Just like the sedan, the wagon comes with numerous drivetrain options, including gasoline and diesel engines. Just like the sedan, the wagon comes with numerous drivetrain options. The gasoline range begins with the C180 model, which uses a 1.6-liter 4-cylinder that delivers 154 horsepower and 184 pound-feet of torque. Next up is the C200, which gets a larger, 2.0-liter 4-banger RATD at 181 horses and 221 pound-feet. The same engine is offered in the C250, but this time around with 208 horsepower and 258 pound-feet. In the C350 plug-in hybrid, the 4-pot works with an electric motor to deliver 275 horses and a whopping 443 pound-feet. Finally, there's the C400 and C450 AMG, both of which use the 3.0-liter inline-6. The unit generates 328 horsepower and 354 pound-feet in the former and 362 horses and 384 pound-feet in the latter. Of course, Mercedes also offers AMG-prepped versions powered by the twin-turbo, 4.0-liter V8 engine. The C63 comes with 469 horsepower and 479 pound-feet, while the C63S benefits from 503 horses and 516 pound-feet. Mercedes offers an engine for every purpose, either you need a highly efficient wagon or a grocery getter that's sportier than the norm. Moving over to diesel, there are 3 models on offer. The base C220 gets its juice from a 2.1-liter 4-cylinder that's good for 168 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. The same engine was upgraded to 201 horses and 369 pound-feet of twist in the C250 and to 228 horsepower in the range-topping C300. All told, Mercedes-Benz offers an engine for every purpose, either you need a highly efficient wagon or a grocery getter that's sportier than the norm. And it can be really quick. While base gasoline model sprints to 62 in 8.4 seconds, the C400 and C450 AMG need less than 6, while the full-blown AMG versions do it in less than 4.5 ticks. If diesels are your thing, the slowest will get you to 62 miles per hour in 7.9 seconds, while the quickest needs only 6.7 clicks. Prices. Unfortunately, the C-Class Wagon isn't offered in the United States, so there are no prices to talk about. In Germany and most European markets, however, the station wagon retails from €33,534, which converts to around $39,210 as of October 2017. British prices start from £30,235, about $39,420. Competitors. BMW 3 Series Sports Wagon. As of this writing, the 3 Series Sports Wagon is the only compact, premium grocery getter available in the US. The German wagon has been around for quite a while, built itself a solid reputation, and continues to be popular despite being around 4 years old. Mostly because the sporty exterior design is still fresh, the interior is well appointed, and the engine selection is quite attractive. Speaking of which, there are 2 drivetrain options to choose from. First up, there's the 330i, which uses a turbocharged, 2.0-liter 4-cylinder rated at 248 horsepower and 280 pound-feet. Fitted with all-wheel drive as standard, it pushes the wagon from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 5.7 seconds. The second option is the 328d, powered by a 2.0-liter turbodiesel that's good for 181 horsepower and 280 pound-feet of twist. This variant is obviously slower, needing 7.6 clicks to reach 60 miles per hour. In Europe, the drivetrain lineup is much more diverse, ranging from the entry-level 318i with 136 horsepower to the 340i M Sport with 326 horses on the gasoline front. The diesel range begins with the 316d rated at 116 horsepower and goes all the way up to the 335d X-Drive M Sport with 313 horses. US pricing starts from $44,450, while German prices start from €34,550. In the UK, the base model comes in at £28,130. Read our full review of the BMW 3 Series Sports Wagon. Audi A4 Avant. Launched in 2015, the A4 Avant is a newer proposition in this niche and a much improved design compared to the previous model. Not only sportier on the outside thanks to Audi's recent design language with more angular lines, the interior is also brand new, featuring a classy air vent strip that stretches across the dashboard, updated materials, and the brand's latest technology. 4 engines are available, starting with the base 1.4-liter unit that cranks out 150 horsepower and 184 pound-feet. A 2.0-liter 4-pot is available with either 190 horses and 236 pound-feet or 252 horsepower and 273 pound-feet. Finally, the range-topping model uses a 3.0-liter V6 that generates 354 horsepower and 369 pound-feet. The diesel lineup includes various versions of the company's 2.0-liter and 3.0-liter mills, ranging from the 2.0 TDI with 120 horsepower and 199 pound-feet to the 3.0 TDI V6 with 272 horses and 443 pound-feet. The bad news is that the A4 Avant isn't available in the US, but the German firms offers the A4 Allroad, a wagon with SUV features and higher ground clearance. This model is priced from $44,500. In Germany, the standard A4 Avant retails from €33,700, while British prices start from £28,700. Read our full review of the 2017 Audi A4 Avant. Volvo V60. Finally, here's an option you can have in the US, but you need to keep in mind that the V60 is already 7 years old as of 2017 and not as fancy as the German cars. Still, the Swedish grocery getter has a well-appointed interior, featuring a leather steering wheel, illuminated gearshift knob, heated front seats, milled aluminum inlays, and a Harman Kardon audio system among others. Drivetrain-wise, you get 3 choices. The base model, the T5, uses a 2.0-liter 4-cylinder rated at 240 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque, while the T6 AWD-R design uses a more powerful 4-pot that cranks out 302 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of twist. Then there's the Polestar version, which comes with 362 and 347 pound-feet of torque on tap. Pricing starts from $38,250, significantly less than the 3 Series Sports Wagon. In Germany and the UK, the V60 retails from €32,100 and £24,145, respectively. Read our full story on the Volvo V60. Conclusion. With 53.3 cubic feet of cargo room with the rear seats folded flat, the new C-Class Wagon is more than just a fancy wagon. Sporty on the outside, the German wagon is as useful as grocery getters get on the inside, whether you have loads of stuff to haul or a big family and lots of vacations to take. Another strong selling point is its luxurious interior, rivaled only by the latest Audi A4 Avant, and the wide range of gasoline and diesel engines. Of course, the latter argument is irrelevant to the US market, but, until the Germans decide to ship it stateside, so is the car. Love it. Appealing C-Class styling, roomy interior, plenty of cargo space and functionality. Leave it not coming to the US spy shots. September 27, 2013. First time on the road. The first sighting had very little camo on it, which is no surprise, considering it will essentially look like any other C-Class, just with a station wagon back end. November 29, 2013. C-Class Wagon camo-free. Peekaboo, the C-Class Wagon was caught completely camo-free, and we got a good look at all of the goodies. Then again, it is pretty much what we expected to see, a C-Class with a big backside. December 23, 2013. Exclusive spy shots of the C-Class Wagon. The prototype caught testing today by our spy photographers wears only light camouflage, so it's pretty clear that it will feature the same design language as the sedan version. We expect an exterior inspired by the recently launched S-Class, with a 2-louver grille and new headlights, just like on the S-Class, with a more of an arc design. In general, the next C-Class will be defined by sportier, more pronounced lines that will help it look more elegant and aggressive. April 25, 2014. Nearly camo-free on a truck. Nothing too new to see here, except that the car is ready for production, giving us more hope of seeing it in Paris this year.
If you liked this video, please share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.